Hey, it's James Haralson coming to you from Tiger Stadium today between the LSU Tigers and South Carolina Gamecocks. Kickoff is set for 2:30 p.m. Central on ESPN, and you can hear the coverage right here on Eagle 98.1. So today, LSU takes on South Carolina in which should have been a away game for the Tigers. Of course, South Carolina having to move the game here to Baton Rouge due to the flooding in Columbia. A few updates here as far as player statuses go. The most important one, obviously, is Jalen Mills. A couple of days ago, Miles mentioned that there could be a possibility that Mills could play today. I just got it confirmed from a source with LSU that Mills is listed as doubtful and is not expected to play today. Other players of note, Dylan Gordon and Tayshawn Bauer, there was some question about their status for today's game. I've been told by that same source that both players plan to participate in pregame warmups, and then after pregame warmups, a decision will be made on whether or not they'll play in today's game. Obviously, as far as the keys of today's game go, if you're LSU, I think you're going to want to rely heavily on the run attack. That really goes without saying with Leonard Fournette. One of the big problems, though, that cropped up last weekend was, just LSU wide receivers dropping footballs. So that's going to have to be something that it would expect the Tigers to correct today. You would also expect them to be a little bit more focused. That was another issue against Eastern Michigan. Leonard Fournette told reporters after the game that they just were not focused and prepared, called out some of the team leaders, and then during the week said that the team was more prepared heading into this game because it was an SEC opponent. On the other side of the field, obviously South Carolina reeling right now with the tragedy in Columbia. South Carolina is ranked dead last in scoring offense in the conference, so you would expect them to really struggle today against a very talented LSU defense. As far as the environment around around Tiger Stadium and the LSU community, it's very much like a spring game. I didn't really hit any traffic going into my parking spot. I didn't really see a whole lot of tailgates out there. There was a lot of empty lots. Right now I'm looking over at the student section here, and I counted about 30 students with about a little bit over 2 hours before kickoff. So obviously numbers are going to be down today. Michael Bonnet was on the pregame show with Charles Hannegriff over on Eagle 98.1. He made a really good point. A lot of LSU fans schedule their fall schedule around LSU football. So you can imagine that, people several months ago were looking at this game and making plans and really expecting LSU to be on the road against South Carolina in Columbia. On top of that, Dan Bournet, the PA announcer, will not be calling the game tonight because he'll be officiating a wedding later today. Bill Franquez is going to fill in for him. So clearly a lot of last-minute planning here. As of 11 a.m. Central, LSU had only sold about 41,000 tickets. So definitely a spring game-like atmosphere in Tiger Stadium. Just remember to keep updated with us, the team at 104.5 ESPN and Eagle 98.1. Follow us on Twitter. And also be sure to check out the post-game show with Alan Risher and Charles Hannegriff 90 minutes after the conclusion of LSU and South Carolina. I'm James Haralson coming to you from Tiger Stadium.